Caroline Brown joining us here at noon, and my goodness, overnight below freezing, right?
Below freezing here in Houston. The good news is I don't think we're going to drop below freezing again tonight, but it certainly was a cold start. I want to show you those numbers because here in Houston, we were in the lower 30s. Elsewhere, especially to our north and west, temperatures were able to drop into the mid 20s this morning. Out in Brenham, 27, 26 in Huntsville and in Conroe. Here in Houston, 31 degrees. So a freezing start to what's actually shaping up to be a pretty comfortable, beautiful afternoon. A live look from our Arc Generators camera. A bluebird day out there. Plenty of sunshine. Temperature wise, though, it is certainly cold. Right now, we're sitting in the mid 40s here in Houston, 45 degrees, 40 up in Livingston, 41 in Liberty. So certainly bundle up as you head out the door. Some good news, those winds not quite as strong, still going to be coming in from the north. So it's a cold breeze, but today only about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, as we head into the afternoon, temperatures only reaching the upper 40s to nearly 50 degrees. And then once again this evening, cooling down pretty quick. You will notice an increase in cloud cover. This is going to prevent us from dropping below freezing, but we are going to be pretty close. Here in Houston, getting into the lower 30s. Elsewhere, we could get close to that freezing line, but into the afternoon tomorrow, once again, temperatures reaching the mid 40s. It's not until Thursday that we'll start to see some big changes. We've got moisture moving in here in southeast Texas. That's going to lead to a cold flood threat. Areas to our north, though, we're tracking snowfall for Dallas. I'll break down that messy Thursday forecast, though, coming up.
All right, Caroline, thank you. We're in the thick of it with the cold, not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, and if you're heading to the game Friday up in Dallas, you got to really, tomorrow's the best day to leave?
Tomorrow is the best day to leave. A lot of folks are heading up there. Yeah. Interesting enough, the ticket prices have been slashed pretty much in half.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people don't want to travel to Dallas.
Right.
Makes sense.
And I can't blame them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that forecast. Roof will be closed in Arlington. It's going to be getting to the game. That's going to be the biggest problem. In fact, the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued a winter storm watch for all of North Texas. This goes through 6 o'clock on Friday. Game's at 6:30. So if you are heading up I-45 going up to Dallas tomorrow, no problems. Thursday, I would not recommend getting on the roads. Snow and ice will be possible in North Texas. Friday will dry out in the afternoon, but the game's at 6:30. You're risking missing the game if you wait until Friday afternoon. Let's show you that future track so you can see exactly what we're forecasting. Into the day tomorrow, you can expect to see an increase in cloud cover across the entire state. Once we get into early Thursday morning, we'll start to see moisture moving in from the west. This model keeping us a bit more dry, but you can see some snow and ice up to the north. Here in Houston, we'll start to see a cold rainfall as we get into Thursday afternoon. Up towards Dallas, that's where they're going to see ice and snow potential. Through the afternoon, rain chances really increasing here in Houston. This is 11 o'clock. Heavy downpours at times will be possible. Up towards Dallas, seeing the heavy snowfall possible. That will start to taper off as we go Friday morning before it finally clears out of here. Now, that computer model was actually a bit more moderate. This is showing the possibility of 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in Dallas. That's the American model. The European model has the freezing line further south, in which case a lot of that rainfall would be snow, and Dallas could see over 8 inches of snow. That's why we're so trying to get you prepared for Thursday's messy forecast. As for us here in southeast Texas, it's not snow or ice, but it is the possibility of 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Currently, it looks like the heaviest accumulations will be closer to the coast. Here in southeast Texas, if you're not leaving, I would recommend just planning on a bit of extra time for driving on Thursday. There is a low threat for street flooding, especially for areas closer to the coast, so just be extra careful. And if you have outdoor plans on Thursday, I would seriously recommend moving them inside. Not only are we talking about a very wet day, thick raincoat. It's
cold rain.
No good.
It's icky.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it's not snow, so it's not going to shut down the roads, but It is going to be wet and cold.
I don't know. I'd almost rather have the snow. Sorry, I'd almost rather have the snow instead.
It's two evils, cold rain or snow.
I'll take the snow.
We like to complain about it all.
There you go.
Sorry, you're just giving
That's a
us
safe
forecast.
answer. I like that.
Thank you, Caroline.
Winter weather? No, not right here at home.
No, we're there. It's bad here. It was cold overnight. To us, it's cold.
It is cold.
But in other parts of the country, much more dangerous.
Undisputably cold, but much more dangerous, especially for North Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, we're tracking pretty gross weather here, a cold rainfall, but it's not going to be as dangerous as what we're forecasting for North Texas. So I want to get in place through 6 o'clock on Friday. This is because we're forecasting 2 to 4 inches of snow. And underneath the snow, we're also going to be seeing some ice for far northern Texas. So let's talk about what to expect. As we go through the day today, we'll start to see some increasing high cloud cover into the day tomorrow here in southeast Texas and all of Texas, seeing additional cloud cover. Now, as we go into the day on Thursday, this is when we'll start to see some moisture increasing to the north. Ice and snowfall is possible. Here in Houston, I think rainfall is going to start to ramp up into the afternoon. This is 3 o'clock on Thursday. You can see some heavier downpours in and around southeast Texas. Up towards Dallas, snowfall and ice will be possible. Into the evening, I think a lot of that moisture ramps up. This is 11 o'clock on Thursday. Heavy downpours here in Houston. Temperatures in the upper 30s, so not dealing with any frozen precipitation, but we could see some heavier showers possible. Snowfall continuing in Dallas through Friday morning, but then clearing out by that Friday morning commute. As for how much snowfall we're expecting in North Texas, the model that I just showed you was the American snow forecast. That's showing 2 to 4 inches in Dallas, but if that freezing line is any lower, that could easily translate to 8 and maybe even up to 12 inches. So we are keeping a close eye on that Dallas forecast. Thankfully, here in southeast Texas, we do not think the freezing line will get this far south. Now, it is possible our far northern counties, I'm talking areas like Huntsville, Madisonville, Crockett, Lufkin, you could see a little bit of that freezing rain possible through the day on Thursday, but most of us, it's just going to be rainfall. And because of this, there is a slight risk for flooding, especially for areas south of I-10. That's where we could see over 2 inches of rainfall. Most of this is going to be falling during the day on Thursday. So if it were me, I would just see if I could stay a little bit more inside on Thursday. It's going to be a cold, soaking rainfall, and some of those rain showers could linger into Friday morning. We've put a 30% chance, but by Friday afternoon, conditions should start to clear out.
Yeah, I see a 60 on that 10-day. Seasonal is good.
I like 60s.
I do
Can't
too.
wait.
Thank you, Caroline. We look forward to it. All right, still ahead, Roger Franco for that.
Yes, another beautiful day for us outside here in southeast Texas. Again, the sky's deceiving, a bluebird day, but it's not warmed up all that much.
Hasn't warmed up all that much, but I do think it's a lot more comfortable than what we saw yesterday. Let's talk about it because we've got sunshine. Those winds have calmed down. So I think just that alone makes it feel delightful. A live look over the Houston area from our Houston area Chevy dealers camera. Plenty of sunshine. Another benefit to today, we're actually seeing those allergies on the lower side. Cedar tree pollen, that was ramping up, but today everything is coming in at low or none. Certainly a good sign for our pollen report there. As for our temperatures, warmer than this time yesterday by about 3 to 5 degrees right now here in Houston, 51 degrees, 46 in Huntsville, 47 down on the island. Winds yesterday up to 20 miles per hour today. Just a gentle breeze, still a cold breeze coming in from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. This is helping us feel a lot more comfortable. Now, we do have a bit of cloud cover that's been working its way in. That's actually going to prevent us from cooling down quite as efficiently. So overnight tonight, temperatures still going to be dipping into the 30s. By 9 o'clock, 40 degrees. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be waking up right around freezing here in Houston. 34 degrees. You'll notice areas to the north and the west actually able to dip below that freezing line. Not a hard freeze, just a light freeze for about an hour or two. So we're not anticipating any big impacts. And then into the afternoon, Wednesday, temperatures reaching the mid 40s, 46 degrees. Big changes coming on Thursday, though. Thursday really looks to be an icky day. We've got temperatures only reaching the mid-40s, 100% chance of showers out there. And unfortunately, we are talking about a flood threat. Let's walk you through what you can expect. Today, we've got clear skies. Into the day tomorrow, we will start to see that increasing cloud cover. Temperatures staying chilly, only reaching the mid-40s. But then once we get into Thursday, we will start to see that moisture moving in from the west. This is 6 a.m. on Thursday. Light rain showers possible, temperatures in the upper 30s. But look at our far northern counties. Crockett, 34 degrees, that pink color showing the possibility of a wintry mix. That is not out of the question for our far northern counties. Here in southeast Texas, though, looking to mainly be a cold rain. Coming up, we're going to talk about the entire state, though, because northern Texas has a winter storm watch.
Okay, we will be checking back with you, Caroline. Thank you.
All right, so we've got the cold weather sticking around for a while and some rain coming our way.
Yeah, cold rain here in southeast Texas. Thankfully, the freezing line not going to reach us again, which means
Good.
we're not going to see the massive problems on the roads. But let me tell you, if you're traveling to North Texas, there will be big problems. Take a look at this through Friday at 6 p.m. That's because we're forecasting snow and ice. That does include Dallas, Fort Worth, and of course Arlington, where the Cotton Bowl is taking place on Friday afternoon. So let's talk about our forecast throughout the entire state, because a lot of Houstonians traveling up to watch the University of Texas take on Ohio State tomorrow. This will be the best time if you're traveling up I-45 to Dallas. We'll start to see an increase in cloud cover, but not expecting any precipitation until the evening. In fact, by Thursday morning, by 8 a.m., you can see the possibility of some freezing rain and snow up towards the Dallas area. Here in southeast Texas, we're going to be tracking a coastal low. That's going to be increasing our rain chances by 3 o'clock on Thursday. Still dealing with the snow potential up towards Dallas. Closer to home, we're going to be seeing rainfall possible through the entire day. A pretty miserable rain, if you ask me, because temperatures in the 30s and the mid 40s. So a cold, soaking rainfall through the day on Thursday. This is Thursday at 11 p.m. when I do think it could get a bit heavier. Continuing snowfall for Dallas. That rain will taper off here by 7 a.m. on Friday. Snowfall finally moving out as well. But the question is, how long until those roads improve? I will say, computer models have been varying quite a bit on how much snowfall we can see in Dallas. The American forecast showing 2 to 4 inches. That's because they have the freezing line a little bit further towards the north. If we see less snow, that could mean more ice for Dallas, which could cause some huge problems on I-45. As for the European model, this one has more moisture and it has the freezing line further towards the south. That could bring 8 to 12 inches of snowfall to Dallas. That would cause a huge mess. Regardless, please be careful if you've got friends up in the north. As for us here in southeast Texas, we are focusing in on the rainfall. Rainfall accumulations look to be about 1 to 2 inches, with our highest totals closer to the coast. In fact, that's where we have a flood threat. Main takeaway here is plan on extra time for driving on Thursday. Some of those rain showers can be a bit on the... Thankfully, by the weekend, though, sunshine, 50s, 60s.
Okay.
So it's just a work week kind of bummer, you know?
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Still looking forward to the weekend, though.
Always.
Thanks, Caroline.
It is a cold but sunny afternoon across. Start by jumping right into the possibility for winter weather across Texas. A winter storm watch in place for areas in far north Texas. That does include Arlington, where the Cotton Bowl is happening Friday evening. So if you're driving up to watch the University of Texas, listen up. You are going to want to leave on Wednesday, if at all possible. As we go through the day tonight, you will see an increase in cloud cover. So a cloudy day tomorrow. All in all, cold dry, not too bad. You'll see no travel issues along I-45. Now, as we go Wednesday evening into Thursday, this is when we'll start to see the moisture moving in. That's going to bring with it the possibility of freezing rain and snowfall to North Texas. Now, here in Houston, we are not totally in the clear when it comes to precipitation. You'll notice rainfall moving in by Thursday afternoon. This is a cold rain. Temperatures in the 30s and the 40s. Up to the north, snowfall is possible from Dallas through Wichita. Here in Houston, though, it does look like we can see some heavier rain showers as we head Thursday evening. But that's it, just rain. Further north you go, the more likely you'll run into ice and snowfall through the day on Thursday. So the entire day looks to be a mess. Once we get to Friday morning, this starts to move out and then conditions dry out and it gets much better for the weekend. Now I'm stressing Dallas because it's possible they can see quite a bit of snowfall. This is the American model. It's showing 2 to 4 inches. This is because it has the freezing line further north. That would bring more ice to Dallas. If the freezing line is farther south, then we could see a model like the European, potentially 8 inches of snowfall. Here in Southeast Texas, thankfully, we are just talking about cold rainfall Thursday, looking pretty gross, but then it'll taper off by Friday morning. And as we look ahead to the weekend, conditions get a whole lot better. Hey, stay with us. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
5 minutes from now, so we are expecting the temperatures to go on down.
Oh man, they are going to plummet. Thankfully, not quite as cold as we woke up this morning.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to drop below freezing, but we will still see some pretty cold temperatures. So let's get right. Overnight hours, we are anticipating some more cloud cover to move in. That cloud cover, it's going to help insulate us just a touch. It's going to help us stay slightly warmer than the last several evenings, which is why we're not anticipating temperatures to drop below freezing. As for right now, we're sitting in the upper 40s and the lower 50s. Currently 50 degrees here in Houston, 47 out in Galveston. Winds still a bit cool coming in from the north, sustained at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to nip at your ears just a little bit outside, so bundle up. Temperatures steadily falling through the night. By 8 o'clock, 42 degrees, dropping into the 30s by 10 o'clock, waking up tomorrow morning right around freezing. Here in Houston, 34 degrees. Areas to our north in the west, certainly possible. You could see a light freeze out there out in Brenham, 31 degrees, 29 in Huntsville, only getting to the freezing mark for about an hour or two, so shouldn't be causing really any problems. As for the afternoon, similar to today, except we are anticipating more cloud cover, so I don't think it's going to feel quite as nice without that sunshine. Temperatures 46 degrees. The big changes, that's going to come on Thursday. Thursday, I'm putting a 100% chance of rainfall. Some of that rain could linger into Friday morning, but the majority is going to be on Thursday. And because of this, we are anticipating the possibility for some street flooding. So here's what to expect. Into the day tomorrow, you will see an increase in cloud cover. Once we go into the evening into Thursday, this is when the winter weather could move in. Now, this is a very conservative model. This is not going to show as much snowfall for North Texas, but know that it is possible. Starting Thursday morning, ice and snow for areas to the north in Waco, but here in Southeast Texas, mainly a cold rainfall. Temperatures in the 30s and the 40s, 3 o'clock, rain chances increasing, especially as we head into the evening, tracking a coastal low pressure system that'll bring widespread downpours and temperatures in the 40s. So it really will be pretty icky outside Thursday evening. Into Friday morning, this is those rain chances I was telling you about. 5 a.m. seeing some showers and snow flurries up in Dallas. This will move out as we go into Friday afternoon. Now, the nice news, once we get to Saturday, we're actually going to see the sunshine come out. So rain chances really just going to be Thursday into Friday morning. Here in Southeast Texas, not dropping below freezing, so we don't have to worry about that wintry mix. And Saturday and Sunday, conditions steadily warm up to 60 degrees on Sunday. We will see rain chances back in the picture next week, but temperatures staying in the 50s. Hey, stay with us. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.